Thank you for being here today. We're excited to hear more about your approach to teaching at the elementary level. As someone who brings the unique perspective of a foreign exchange student, we're also curious about how that experience shapes the way that you support students, especially when it comes to building community, creating clarity, and encouraging challenge within a classroom. We'll begin with a warm-up question and move into 3 questions focused on how you engage students. Ready to begin?
Yes.
All right, warm-up question. As someone who experienced school in more than one country, how has your background as a foreign exchange student influenced your perspective on elementary teaching, and what do you hope to bring to your classroom that reflects that experience?
So when I was an elementary student, things were very different as what I've seen here in the United States when I've observed classrooms. The setup for the classes were never like for group projects or anything. They would just set up the tables in like a U shape, so you would only interact with the people beside you. So I think that's just not the right approach for students that are that young and that they need to like be constantly moving and sharing their thoughts and experiences with other students.
Awesome, thank you. Question 2, building relationships. We know that strong relationships are the foundation for any successful classroom. What are some specific things you would do, starting from day one, to build trust and community and a sense of belonging for every student within your classroom?
So the first and most obvious thing I'd say it's learning everyone's names. Fortunately, I'm good with names, so that should be done within the first week. And then from there, it's just positive reinforcement all the time and making them feel that making mistakes is welcome, not just that it's okay, that it's welcome, because that's how they're going to grow and how they're going to succeed in their future education.
Awesome, thank you. Question number 3, providing clarity and consistency. Clear routines and expectations are essential for helping elementary students feel safe and successful. How would you structure your classroom and your daily lessons to support consistency while still keeping students engaged and curious? And can you give an example of how you'd introduce and reinforce maybe a new routine?
So as far as the structure, I'll try to like stay away from lectures and as much as possible, because that's something I hated as a student. So I try to like give the least information I can to them, but making sure they have like a clear objective for the end of the lesson, and like let them explore the process they have to do to get to that objective. And then for how I introduce a new routine, it's pretty much the same thing. It's trying to give them just the specific details they need to like be able to explore the new activity and like dive deep into that activity.
Awesome. Number 4, encouraging productive struggle and yet academic challenge. Students grow most when they're challenged just beyond their current level. How do you balance support and challenge within your classroom? And can you describe maybe a lesson or an activity that you could use to help students stretch their thinking without becoming overwhelmed?
So it's like how I would balance support and challenge. There probably always have a challenge in my lessons. As I'm not gonna like talk that much and like lecture all the time, I'll be free to like move around the classroom and like help students if they need help, like if they're getting lost or something, I can be there for them. And also most of the activities are gonna be group activities, so they can like lean on their peers and ask for support or feedback from them if there's like a student who's doing well. And then so specific activity, I don't know, any group activity that I feel like if a student is not doing well or is not like engaged with the group, they can always go talk to someone else, like another person in the group, in the classroom. It can be a student or it can be me, so they don't get overwhelmed.
Awesome. And for our wrap up, I want to thank you for sharing your ideas and your experiences. It's clear that your perspectives could bring real value to an elementary classroom. But before we finish, is there anything you'd like to add or maybe a question you have for us?
No, sir.